Hello, this is Sakamoto3D1 and this is the 28th part of my Chivalry Medieval Warfare Weapon Guides. In this episode we'll be taking a look at the second unlocked Bastard Sword available for the Knight class, the Sword of War, Slashing Away. The Sword of War, in short, was a variant of the longsword. This thinner and slightly shorter blade made it faster in combat and lighter to carry, which was quite appealing to most knights of the medieval era. With the multitude of variants to the Bastard Swords created, it's no surprise that this model proved most popular, as its speed was unmatched by other knights' weapons on the battlefield. There are two major attack types with Bastard weapons, one-handed and two-handed attacks. Each attack has two swing damage attacks, the LMB and Mousel down, and one pierce damage attack, the Mousel up. Against the archer, the two-handed LMB will do 81 damage to the head, 65 to the body, and 52 to the legs. This will kill an archer in 2 hits in any scenario. The one-handed variant of the LMB holds slightly less potency at 69 damage to the head, 55 to the body, and 44 to the legs. This is still capable of a 2-hit kill. The Mousel down attack is significantly stronger and slower. At 94 damage to the head, 75 damage to the body, and 60 damage to the legs, the archer will not stand very long against the Mousel down attack. The one-handed Mousel down does a bit less damage, but still holds a quick death to any archer. At 75 damage to the head, 60 damage to the body, and 48 damage to the legs, a 2-hit kill is again likely. The Mousel up attack holds up quite well against the other swing damage counterparts. At 84 damage to the head, 68 to the body, and 54 to the legs, the two-handed stab will make short work of any archer. The Mousel up attack with one-handed loses its power. At a reduced 68 damage to the head, 54 to the body, and 43 to the legs, the one-handed Mousel up attack does not fare as well, but still can kill an archer rather quickly. The man-at-arms class is a bit more resistive. The LMB attack will deal 69 damage to the head, 55 to the body, and 44 to the legs, shockingly less than the archer, but still potent. The one-handed LMB does not fare any better. At only 58 damage to the head, 47 damage to the body, and 37 damage to the legs, the one-handed attack deals far less damage. The Mousel down attack makes up for the lost ground, however. At 80 damage to the head, 64 to the body, and 51 to the legs, 2 consecutive two-handed overheads is all you need to kill a man-at-arms class. The one-handed overhead is still moderately effective at 64 damage to the head, 51 to the body, and 41 to the legs. The man-at-arms is still likely to fall in 2 hits. The Mousel up attack does considerable damage. At 75 damage to the head, 60 to the body, and 48 to the legs, the two-handed stab is surprisingly effective. The one-handed stab, however, deals considerably reduced damage. At 60 damage to the head, 48 to the body, and 38 to the legs. The Vanguard is where the stats begin to skew from the norm. The two-handed LMB attack will do only 49 damage to the head, 39 to the body, and 31 to the legs. It is not very effective. The one-handed LMB does not drop off heavily in terms of damage, however. At 42 damage to the head, 33 to the body, and 26 to the legs, the one-handed choice is not a bad option. The Mousel down attack behaves similarly. Only 56 damage is done to the head, 45 to the body, and 36 to the legs. The Mousel down attack isn't the best of choices. The one-handed Mousel down only has a slight drop-off in damage. At 45 damage to the head, 36 to the body, and 29 to the legs, the damage drop-off is not incredibly unbearable. The Mousel up attack, however, remains your best option. The two-handed stab will do 75 damage to the head, 60 to the body, and 48 to the legs. The Vanguard class mocks the excellent man-at-arms damage. Same goes for one-handed counterpart. At 60 damage to the head, 48 to the body, and 38 to the legs, the Mousel up attack holds heavy potency against the Vanguard. The Knight remains heavily resistive. The LMB attack only deals a measly 33 damage to the head, 26 to the body, and 21 to the legs. The one-handed swing does not fare much better at 30 damage to the head, 24 damage to the torso and arms, and 19 damage to the legs. However, this drop-off is not significant. The two-handed Mousel down attack is also relatively weak, at only 38 damage to the head, 30 to the body, and 24 to the legs from a two-handed overhead. The one-handed overhead's damage does not cut off considerably. At 30 damage to the head, 24 damage to the body, and 19 to the legs, this damage matches the LMB's swing for swing. The Mousel up attack is far and away the best option available against the Knight. The Knight receives 47 damage to the head, 38 to the body, and 30 to the legs from a two-handed stab. The one-handed option is similarly effective at 38 damage to the head, 30 to the body, and 24 to the legs. It is due to this limited difference between one-handed and two-handed options in the more popular heavily armored classes that influences the lust for the one-handed choice. Plus, the use of the shield is priceless. Also, be sure to use the Swords of War speed to your advantage. With men-at-arms like combos, you can be unstoppable. The Sword of War is curiously light-hitting weapon, so we will elect a build of highly mobile defensive. One that can move and strike quickly whilst holding a defensive position quite well. This loadout will be the bane of the heavy classes. The primary slot will hold the one-handed Sword of War. The secondary slot, I chose the Falchion. However, any secondary will do as it is unessential to the build. You should really never use your secondary in this scenario. The special slot will hold the kite shield for the added bonus of a shield without the loss of vision or mobility that the tower shield offers. That's our build, one that provides a mobile defense to stop vanguards and knights in their tracks. When the waves of enemies are upon you, know that your shield is there to protect you and take comfort in it. All you have to do is keep calm and carry on.